What was supposed to have been an uneventful past couple of days kind of became eventful, and I thought maybe I would tell you what's up. So as you can see, two cars are missing now. I had an appointment on Monday to get the train horn installed on the Super Duty, and that was not supposed to be a big deal. Dropped it off at the shop, got a rental, and came home. The rental was so I had reserved an F-150 or Chevy Silverado, something of that size. They ended up giving me a Hyundai Venue, a little small SUV, horrible small SUV. I was gonna make a review of the car, but I thought, it's kind of not really worth it. Not worth the review. It was just a really crappy car. Just basic, regular cruise control, no adaptive, none of that. So anyway, I drove it. I was supposed to pick the truck up the next day. So Tuesday at 12 p.m. It wasn't ready at 12 p.m. And I was like, okay, what's up? So they told me that, everything had went well. They were just wanting to test it to make sure. I need to mow this. This is bad. Anyway, they just wanted to test, make sure there were no leaks, which is perfect because that's what I asked them to do. My last system had leak problems all over, and I was not happy with that. So wanted to make sure this one was better. So that's what they did. They tested it, made sure there were no leaks. All was good. So I returned my rental, and I went and picked up the truck, and I was driving home. And I was about a half tank of diesel, so I thought I'm going to stop and fill the diesel up. So I stopped, put diesel in it, and it wouldn't start back. And, the first thing that comes to mind is, did I put gas in it? Uh-oh. I did not put gas in it. I got it to the dealer, and they told me that it was probably bad diesel or contaminated diesel. Told me not to drive it, don't start it, don't do anything with it because you could ruin it. So I left it at the dealer last night and got a ride home and was just kind of waiting to see what happened there. This morning we found out it was the camshaft sensor went out, so it wasn't bad fuel. I didn't have to lose my diesel. 49 gallons of diesel, that would have been crazy. But when it did happen yesterday and the dealer told me that it was likely bad fuel, I went back to Walmart and got my money back for the fuel because, assuming that it was bad fuel. So now I'm probably owe Walmart for some diesel. But anyway, yeah, so the truck is still at the shop. It should be fixed tomorrow. My Model 3 is gone because it is on rent. Someone reserved it, and it was like 6 hours before pickup, and I was like, well, that's great. And then the guy complained, and it's so funny because the guy's like, oh, I've rented Teslas before. I own a Tesla. I know exactly what I'm doing. So I didn't think I needed to tell him what he was doing. So I just left the car and, gave him app access and moved on. Well, he couldn't figure out how to get in the car with app access. So he was complaining. He was not happy. He said the car was filthy, which I know it wasn't filthy because I cleaned it 10 minutes before I dropped it off. I mean, I went to the car wash, which was closed, and then I come back home and I vacuumed it here at home and I ran it through a local car wash, which cost me like $6, which should have been free because, I have that car wash membership that apparently was closed. Anyway, so that's just been the events for the past few days. Hopefully tomorrow I'll go pick up the Super Duty. We'll put it back in its normal spot. And for now I thought, it's raining and all this, so I just put both of these under here because I had nothing else to go out here. But we'll put it back in its normal spot. And then also tomorrow, they're due to return the Model 3. And I did offer them a discount just because, I don't want a bad review just because they, I guess they were upset because they couldn't figure out how to get into the car, which is not my problem, but at the same time, I offered them a discount so that they wouldn't leave me a bad review. They did pick up the car. They're staying in Lake Lure, and obviously I can track the car. So they picked the car up and they took it to a campground in Lake Lure, and then later that night, last night, they drove it to the Charlotte airport, and it has been parked in the Charlotte airport short-term parking for, I don't know, a day now. So don't really know what's up with that. Why would you rent a car? I mean, if you want to rent a car to go to the airport in, go get you a enterprise car that costs $30 a day. Why would you rent mine for $95 a day to park it at the airport? So anyway, I don't know. It makes no sense. But I just want to give you an update on what's going on this week. Should pick the truck up tomorrow. Hopefully all is good there and we can play with the train horn. I can show it off a little bit. And yeah, cool. See you guys later.